cob modding tip for you. I've been doing a lot of those little cobs, and what I like to say is for a couple of dollars more, if you don't want to play with the little cobs, you can, into like the $5 to $7 range, you can probably pick up something like this, which is, I believe it's called the Rob Roy, but that all really depends on what they want to call it. I know it becomes like a George Washington Rob Roy or whatever. Like I said, some of the names get a little weird just because the finish changes. But with this, if you don't want to spend the time with those little cobs, or you don't want to plaster, for a couple dollars more, you can get one from Missouri Meerschaum already, either from a local store or online, wherever you prefer to get it from if you can't get them from in your area, that already has been plastered, and they do spray a little bit of what I believe to be lacquer on it. Now, it's not a very thick layer of lacquer, so you can easily sand that off and then stain it, and that saves you a big step of having to plaster the pipe yourself if you don't want to, or you want to save the time, or if you don't know how. So you do is sand off that finish. It's not on there very thick, like I said, and then you can stain the pipe yourself. So to anybody new getting into it, if that helps you, it helps you with cob modding. Like I said, they're only a couple dollars more than those little ones, like those little Pony Expresses or Lady Godivas or whatever they are when they're not finished, that I've been plastering and doing on the last couple of videos. Those are you can probably find them in your area, like I said, for about $2.50 to $3, depending upon your area. If you have them, a couple dollars more, you can go up to something like this, or I believe like the Legend and something else is around the same price range. They're not the big cobs like the Country Gentleman or like the Mark Twain, the Dublin style, but much bigger than like the Pony Express style ones. But like I said, you can sand that finish off and then get something like this, which is my new cob, which I thought I'd show you too, which I call the Swamp Thing, which is kind of appropriate seeing as Halloween's coming up. The camera really doesn't pick it up super well, but it's got a lot of greens and blacks, and there's even some reds in there. And then you just kind of stain them, dye them, I should say, put a finish on them, make them look real nice. And it's really not that difficult to do. It doesn't take very long to take the old finish off. If you want a closer look at this, I did post some pictures on Instagram. Kind of a closer look if you want to check it out. Either way, that's just a quick little tip for cob modding. You guys have a good one.